Good afternoon, Train Me for Tech. How can I help you today? Well, I definitely want to code, and you can click on this, but it's going to know that we want to code based on the prompt. So for this prompt, we are going to create an interactive dashboard that serves as the morning news brief. So it'll brief us on what's the top news internationally every morning. If you want to bring up that news as a refresher or as you stay abreast with trends and things that are happening, we're going to get a news feed that's tailored to that. And while we write our prompt, we are going to definitely use our 3 tips. And I mostly want to walk you all through this so you can see how you direct Claude to get the output that you want. I need help creating a standalone HTML program that displays top news feed for the day in an interactive dashboard called the morning news brief. I'll click on Shift and Enter to put a space between my paragraphs. I'll tell it to follow these rules. I'll put in the standalone HTML file. Do not build without permission. We are seeing. I want to tell it to use the date and time format, version number, when you name artifacts for download. Our news feed should consist of the following. Now, if I press 1 in the period and space, it'll automatically make me a bulleted list or a numbered list. So I'll go with that. I want an interactive dashboard that pulls the top business news from around the world via RSS feed. I want a warning prior to maximum RSS feed limits are met. And what this means is when you deal with news feeds, which are RSS feeds, it's going to think that you are spam or you're trying to attack the site if you're just pulling down like hundreds and hundreds of pages. Tell it for our session that we're using it for, we want you to let us know we've almost reached their maximum number. So we're not talking about infinite news feeds. Maybe it'll give us 20, 30, 40, we'll see. Number 3, we're going to include progressive disclosure in your design. Progressive disclosure is when you're scrolling down a website and it animates as you scroll down. I'm telling you a lot of these terms as well because once you know what they do, it's going to make building a lot cleaner for you. You know how to identify and use the correct terminology for what you're trying to achieve or what you want Claude to do. Or 4, we use interactive art and data visualization. So we want all the charts, we want the bells, and we want the whistles. We're going to use SVG Icons. We're telling it SVG and not emojis because emojis show up differently on different devices. SVG icons and those graphics, they look the same no matter whatever device you're using them on. So that gives us some more uniformity. For number 6, we want to have the ability to save changes locally. Locally means we want to save where we are on our own device, on our own computer. Then we're going to prompt user to save upon exit. We're prompting as a reminder because this program is being built using the browser. There are some limitations to saving a file actually on your computer, and we want to work around that and make sure any data that we input or changes that we made can be backed up or it can be saved. We want it to auto save. So as we type, I want it to save and include export features. For Excel, we'll say CVS, PDF, and HTML, but format properly. Number 10 will allow users to start and save news and create notes. All right, and we're going to go ahead and have Claude start to build out our prompt. You can see where it's thinking. This symbol here is to copy. So if I wanted to copy my prompt, I could copy it. It would automatically copy to my clipboard and allow me to paste it. I could even open up Microsoft Word and paste it there. Item 8 says auto. What did you have in mind? So I wasn't clear enough when I told it I wanted to auto save. It's asking me, do I want to auto refresh the feed every 15 minutes? Auto save session notes? Auto summarize articles via AI? I'm going to say auto save session notes. What visual theme would I like? It's asking me, do I want a dark mode, a light mode? I'm going to say dark and light mode. Glad to be this paper. We can see what it comes up with. Are you happy with this plan? Give me the green light and I'll build it. We've hit a stop. It says Claude's response could not be fully generated. So I'm going to have it to retry. And sometimes you'll have a button that tells you, asks you if you want to continue, and you'll continue. Instead of that, I'm going to stop it here, actually. And I'm going to tell it, work efficiently. Segment. Imagine you're a software developer and UX designer with PhDs from Harvard and MIT. Now the first segment is complete. I can see automatically my preview screen and what it looks like. If I try to pull these from within Claude, it's not going to work. So we're going to have to download it to really test out the full features. But one thing I do want to highlight is this here. This is our dark and light mode, but it's not changing. So we know automatically to tell it, hey, the dark and light mode don't work. Fix it and make the light mode by default. That's just one fix that I saw right off of the top. This is where the screen has split up. We can move this as well if we want more space to see our entire program there. Another thing is we can copy this or download it. So if we want to save it to our computer, that's what we download. And we can toggle here. And we see that it's working now, our light mode. There we go. There we go. We can toggle that, but we can also go up here and this is the code for HTML. This is what is behind our program that allows us to see it. So you can copy the HTML code as well, or you can copy the actual file. Through the testing, we prompt Claude a little bit more and we have a pretty stable file now. I'm going to click on download and I'll just open the folder. It'll open the file. So it's trying to do a little something. We're going to see what our outcome is. Look, it looks like we have something and it may actually be a news feed. Let's look at our dark mode. Okay. And then we'll look at the newspaper mode because I actually kind of like that aesthetic a little better. We can see the articles by hour today, the top keywords. So this is just an example of one of the things you're able to do using Claude and able to build, and really the world is your oyster. If you've been thinking about building or creating something, now you actually have the tools in your hand without having to know all of the skills to do so. So I hope this video helped you or you found some value in it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow so we can continue building together. If you prefer a turnkey solution or you just want to download the artifact we just built in this video, you can do so by clicking on the link in the comments. This is Cleo with Train Me for Tech. In the next lesson, we'll build Artifact 2. Until next time.